Hey guys, so I'm gonna do another video today about what I'm eating with stuff using Food Rescue, eating on a budget, and what we have in our house. Right now I'm making a breakfast sandwich and I'll show you what that looks like here when it's all done. Okay, so we got bagels. This is in my last video, but just in case you didn't hear, we went to Prince Edward Island on the weekend and we got a bag of like day-old bagels from the Great Canadian Bagel store or something like that. Anyway, so I've got a jalapeno cheddar one cooking in the toaster, and I just made a sausage patty. So we got the sausage patties. They were $3.99 for 12 from our local discounter store. It's like they packaged them themselves and sold them in bulk, kind of. I don't really know how to explain it. It's called the bagged down section. Anyway, so we got those, and I'm just finishing cooking up my egg. Okay, so here's my sandwich. I've got my egg and my sausage. I put a little bit of ketchup on it. Normally I would put a slice of cheese on here, but we only have one slice left and I wanted to save it. So it's just egg and sausage this morning, and this is my breakfast. All right, so I have to leave soon for a patient, and they live like an hour away. So I'll be gone for lunch. So I'm gonna show you what I'm taking for lunch. So to start with, we have these pitas. We got them off the Food Rescue app for, I think they were $2, and we got them from Sobeys from the Food Hero app. I just cut one in half, and I'm having half of one. I'm going to use a slice of this cheese loaf that we got from Masstown Market, and a slice or the rest of this turkey breast. There's 3 really thin slices in there. I'm going to use the rest of that. We got that for $2.99 from a discount store in Halifax. I don't have any lettuce or anything to put on the sandwich, but I am going to put some of this reduced fat mayonnaise that we got from the Food Rescue from a Middle Eastern store. We've been using this up. It did expire, but like it's still good. We only just opened it last week, so we've been using this up on all of our sandwiches, and yeah, I'm gonna put that in here. I do wish I had some lettuce or some greens to add to my sandwich, but I'll show you what else I'm having as well. Okay, so I had some cantaloupe still in the fridge from just before the weekend. I cut it up, and this is what's left, so I'm going to take that for lunch. And I also have the leftover pasta salad. So I made this in my last clip, but so I won't give the complete recipe. It's not really even a recipe, I guess, but I'll just tell you what it is right quick. So it's gluten-free fusilli noodles, cucumber, orange pepper, and red onion, and some Italian dressing, and that is it. Finally, for lunch, we bought some of these Leela's. They're covered bridge chickpea chips from our discount store. They were expired when I bought them, so they were put down to 99 cents. They're cracked pepper, and they're really good. They weren't stale. They've been expired for a few months, but we only opened them up like a little over a week ago, and they're not stale. So I weigh out, a full serving is 50 grams. And for 240 calories, I weigh out 25 grams, and that's what I have. So half a serving. Okay, so I'm just making an orange Julius smoothie. I have some frozen clementines or mandarins, whatever they are. And I just thawed them out a tiny little bit. They're mostly still frozen. I have a couple pieces of frozen banana in there, and then like 2/3 of a soft banana. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla that I got from the discount store, and some milk. And here is the smoothie all done. It's a little bit runnier than I thought it would be, but it's very delicious. All right, so I'm going to make some potato latkes with sweet potato and white potato. I got these in the Food Rescue, and these have been in our pantry for a long time. They definitely need to be used up. The onion also came in the Food Rescue. So I am going to peel the potatoes and take the skin off the onion, and I'm going to grate everything, shred it all up, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing next. Okay, so you can do yours with a hand grater. I did mine in the food processor just because I feel like I'm less likely to cut myself and it's much, much quicker. But if you don't have a food processor, you can use a hand grater. As you can see, this made a ton, and it's the onion, the sweet potato, and the white potato are all in here. The next thing you want to do is you want to take it out little bit by little bit and drain it. Squeeze it as much as you can over the sink. Or if you've got like a cheesecloth or whatever, you want it as dry as possible before putting it in the bowl. So I'm going to do that and transfer it over to this bowl. Okay, so this made a lot. It's a double batch. So next it calls for 2 eggs and 6 tablespoons of this flour, any flour, but I'm using gluten-free because my wife is gluten-free and she'll be eating these. I'm going to mix it all up. There's a little bit of seasoning in there as well, but I'll tell you what that is here shortly. Okay, so I just added a teaspoon of this garlic powder and a bit of salt. That's all I'm using for seasoning. I'm going to mix it all up, and then I'm going to scoop it out into little patties and put it in the pan. Okay, so I'm just making 4. It's about half the batter. I'm putting the rest in the fridge for tomorrow. I'm not going to cook them all up tonight because I don't have time. Like, they'd be fine if you wanted to reheat them later, but I don't have time to cook them all tonight. So I'm putting the batter in the fridge and I'll cook some up tomorrow. I should also add, latkes are usually traditionally made with like a ton of oil. That's the point of them, is the oil, but I just sprayed some sunflower oil in the pan using the spritzer that I have. I don't want to have I'm not deep frying these things. I don't want them really, really heavy. So for the protein tonight, we had some haddock in the freezer for a while. I kept out, we're out of eggs, but I kept a little bit of the egg. This is not a full egg, from the batter of the latkes, so that I could dredge the haddock fillets in here and put them in these breadcrumbs. So these breadcrumbs are these gluten-free breadcrumbs that we already had in our pantry. We've had them for a little while. They're Italian style seasoned crumbs with Pecorino Romano cheese. They're really good, and I have my pan heating up with, again, a spritz of sunflower oil, and I will just cook the fish in the pan until it is done. So these are looking good. You don't need a lot of oil to make them tasty, so I just flip those, and the fish is in the pan cooking. And I'm also steaming some fiddleheads, which you'll be able to see a little bit better when they're on my plate. Okay, so here is my supper. I've got 2 of the latkes. I've got, I cut both pieces of the fish in half because one was quite a bit thicker and bigger than the other one. So I just have half of each. And my fiddleheads. So if you've never seen or heard of these before, they're just little ferns, baby ferns, and they're always out in the spring. You can't get them any other time of year. Oh, and I'm going to put, I don't know what brand this is because I put it in this generic thing, but it is garlic herb seasoning. I'm going to put some of that on my fiddleheads. So for snack tonight, I'm just going to make some kale chips. And normally I put like paprika and garlic salt and all that kind of stuff on it, but I think tonight I'm just in the mood for plain. So I'm going to spray it with my sunflower oil, and I'm just going to put some salt on there, and that's enough for tonight. I'm going to put them in the air fryer on 390. I don't know how long until they're done. I check them very regularly because they go from not quite done to burnt very quickly. So just keep an eye on them, but that's what I put them on, is 390. Okay, so this is the first batch. I have 2 batches just because they don't fit properly in my air fryer. So these are ready to eat, and that's going to be the end of what I'm eating today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I was able to give you some different ideas of what to make on a budget. If you have some of these things around your house and you want to try some new recipes, give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.